Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. As we all know, 2016 is finally coming to an end, and I think we are all pretty darn excited about that. There is that one day of the year that gives us a chance to all play with hella makeup and tons of glitter, and that is New Year's Eve. This tutorial is going to be on this look that requires tons of glitter, tons of smokiness, tons of color, a little bit of everything in one. So whether you are going to the club, to the movies, staying home, party, whatever you're gonna do, you can still recreate this look and have a lot of fun doing it. With that being said, I hope you guys are ready for this tutorial. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment below, and subscribe if you are not part of the fam, because if you are not, you're gonna be missing out on more tutorials like this. Let's get started. So I'm gonna start off first using my Hado Lava Skin Plumping Gel. This is one of my favorite moisturizers currently at the moment. It just helps to make my skin nice and hydrated, supple and plump. And then make sure to get the neck as well. And to just give my skin a little more luminous, I'm gonna apply a little bit of the GlamGlow Glam Starter Moisturizer. This smells amazing, first of all, and it has like this nude color inside, but it just makes the skin just kind of glow. So I kind of just like this on my cheekbones and pretty much like anywhere that I'm gonna apply the highlight to. It just makes everything look so much more prettier and really just gives me like a nice glow. So now that my moisturizer is on, I'm gonna let my skin absorb that, and I'm gonna go straight into my eyebrows and then my eyes. All right, so I'm gonna start off by filling in my eyebrows first, and instead of going in directly to the brow color, I'm gonna start off by concealing my under eyes using the Aucoin. This is the SX02 shade, which is a very light, kind of like light concealer shade. I love this for my under eyebrow because it just really conceals all those random hairs and just really helps me create that perfect arch, as if I have that perfect arch and it's just naturally there. So I do love it for that reason. And I'm gonna take in I'm gonna take in this Elaine Baudreau mini shading brush. So I'm gonna start off just as if they were like already filled in, starting always at the arch and then lightly just working my way down. So the reason I like doing this is because sometimes I feel if I fill in my brows in first, I go heavy-handed on it, so I go overboard and then they end up turning like jet black, and that's not what I want. So to avoid going too dark with the brow, by doing this when I apply the color on, I feel like I'm a lot more light-handed because I already have the definition there. And I cannot wait for my brows to grow in because lately they are just all over the place. And now taking in my Dose of Colors flat brush, and I'm just buffing that color all over and then a little bit upward. See how much filling I have to do. Tweezing my brows as a teen messed me up for life. Perfect. So now that you guys can see the illusion that I have a perfectly arched eyebrow, I'm now going to take in my Benefit Browsings in the shade number 3 and an angled brush. This is a MAC 266. And the same thing, starting at the arch, just going to lightly fill in very light motion. Just this brow needs all the help in the world, guys. And now I'm just going to grab the same amount, the same product, and then a little bit of Fix Plus. And I'm gonna wet it so the color can go in just a little darker for those little areas I feel just need a little more loving, like right there. It works. It works for me. Works for now. I'm gonna grab the same product and just apply a little bit just to the top. Tiny bit. And with my Dose color, we're just going to lightly buff it off. Alright, so next I'm going to take in my MAC Painterly Paint Pot and using again the Dose of Colors brush and apply this all over my lid as my shadow base. And make sure to really just blend it up and into that concealer color as well. Now I'm going to go in with my MAC Give Me Sun Bronzer, and I'm just going to grab a little bit of this with a fluffy brush and just apply a little bit as a transition color. It's kind of going around the eye, kind of going into the nose a little bit. I always love a little bit of warm no matter what color I'm doing, and sometimes we can't find the right shadow, otherwise they're too orange. So since I'm going to be using this bronzer, I figured this will just kind of match perfectly with the rest of the look. Again, just taking it out and lightly working it forward, just very, very lightly. Gonna go in next using my Kat Von D Shade Light palette, and these are a more kind of mauve tone. So we're gonna be using these two colors in the crease, including another shade as well. I'm gonna go in with an angled brush, and the color, this is Contour, which is like this mauve like rose shade, and I'm just gonna apply this to the inner and outer part of my eye. Like that, you know. mark my territory. And then again, do the other side. I'm gonna now go in with this small tapering brush, and I'm just going to lightly blend that out. As you can see, the brush is really small, so it's really focusing only on the area I want it to. It's not going to just spread it out as opposed to going in with a brush like this. Because we are lightly building this color up, I really want to have control of the colors. So make sure to just blend it out very lightly. And to be on the other side, we're just going to go in back and forth motion, rotating in to the inner part of the eye. And then work my way up. As you can see, I'm just kind of always going in those light stroking motion. I'm never dragging the brush across. You want to really have control of the way you're blending everything. And now I'm going to take the more fluffier brush and blend this out. And same thing again to the other eye. Just going in that light motion. Just going to repeat what we did on this side. So I'm now going to grab that big blending brush and then just blend everything kind of together. You can see there's no color on the brush. I'm just picking up with whatever's already left on there all the way across. Sweep. Swoop, swoop, swoop. So now I'm going to go in with the small detailing brush, and I'm going to be grabbing this dark purple shade, and I'm just going to just apply that right there, just having it on. Alright, so then now I'm going to grab a more fluffier brush, and I'm just going to again just do that same kind of pressing motion up and down, moving it forward, back and forth, tugging, holding the brush like a pencil so that you really have control of what you're doing. Oh my god. So now I'm going to go in with the other Kat Von D Shade Light Palette Smoke and use the color Define, which is this really dark, very pigmented black shade that I love. So for this, I'm going to go and apply this right, see? I barely touched. I'm just going to kind of keep it in a little bit. And I'm going to go now in with the smaller brush. I'm going to dip just a tiny bit in there, work my way in towards the inner part of the eye, going a little bit above. And instead of rounding it, I'm going to be flicking the brush up, which is why I want to use that very defined tapered brush so you can really control where that's going. Remember, if you use a brush bigger than this, might go a little more out. So always try to have control of the darker shades. And then again, just gonna work our way in a little bit, and then. So now for the fun part is creating that center spotlight in the middle of the eye. This is really gonna catch the light and really just kind of change up the look. It's gonna draw a lot of attention, and for New Year's, I feel like this is perfect. You're gonna be looking bomb. We are gonna be looking like disco balls partying on New Year's Eve. So I'm first gonna go in with the Pat McGrath. This is the Silver No. 5 Cream. Just the, let's velvety touch first of all. You guys, like, look, that is gonna hit the center just perfectly. I can't apply this with my finger because I feel like it won't stick on the way I want it to, and plus I have nails, so it can't dig in there. So I'm gonna grab this brush, which is very similar to my ring finger. It mimics the same touch, the same feeling, the same pressure. So when it hits my eye, it's not gonna tug on my eye either. So I'm just gonna dig right in there, apply just a nice generous amount, and I'm gonna go right in the middle of that. I'm just really patting it on. Remember, you want to have a really nice flat brush so you can really just kind of work it around and just kind of spread the color all over. So don't worry about it looking just like a blob right now. I'm just gonna just continue to finish it. I'm gonna finish this eye, and then from there we're gonna blend and then keep on adding colors and just getting that eye the way you want it to look. So I'm now gonna grab the other Pat McGrath. This is the silver pigment, and I'm just going to just hit it on top of that silver cream base. There we go. This color is absolutely gorgeous. And then again, just going to really pack it on that lid. And then we're gonna go left to right. To the other side, left, or right to left, whatever direction, whatever you believe in. And I'm just now gonna grab my blending. I'm now gonna grab my blending brush and go back in and kind of blend a little more colors, just so it looks like a nice transition into the crease. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and get that little bit of black and then just lightly start tapping my way in, and then packing it kind of on top of that cream so it gradually fades. See how it just creates like a more gradient finish rather than like that just blah. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, babe? You get it, babe? Mm-hmm. And then again, just packing it on. Now I'm gonna go back and grab my blending brush, and I'm gonna go right above that crease and just kind of lightly blend everything together. So now that I've done this eye, I'm going to move on to the other eye and just start to do the same exact thing I did there. Dipping in that brush into the black and applying it directly where the black was, moving it in forward. I'm now going to take in my Maybelline Big Shot mascara and apply this on before I apply my false lashes. I really think it's important to really build up your lashes before, as I've always said. So we're just going to tug this. And for this look, I'm not actually putting on any liner because I do not want to take away the spotlight effect that I just did. So now I'm applying my lash. I applied it on one eye already, and you guys can see it makes a big difference. This is from CakeFace Beauty. I will list the name of the lash below because the box is somewhere over there. But I've been wearing these lately and they are so gorgeous on, just really, really pretty. So I figure for this look, it's full enough, but not like overpowering my eye, which is kind of what I want. Alright, so I'm now going to be taking in the MAC Reflex Pearl Glitter. I applied a little bit onto the brush already, and I'm just going to press it very lightly onto the center. I feel like the glitter, the silver is already pretty intense, but this is just going to add that extra little touch to the middle of the eye. So just popping that red over. Get it, girl. We're going to come back and apply more in just a few, but for now, this will do. I'm now going to be taking in this wipe and just going to clean up any of the excess shadow that may have fallen off, just because this is a more darker look. Oh, this eye's got a lot of fallout. So now I'm going to jump into my skin and finish that off and then go back into my eyes in a little bit. I'm going to start off by going in with the Tarte Clean Slate Primer, and I'm just going to apply this pretty much to my whole face. And I'm just kind of really pushing it in. Just kind of filling those little pores and to make my skin nice and ready for some makeup. I've got a new foundation today. This is the Estée Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I asked on Periscope and on Twitter recently new foundation recommendations, and you guys all said double wear. I'm gonna put this puppy to the test and hopefully we all love it. It's the color 2W2. I'm not sure what that means. So I'm gonna go in with the back of the Beauty Blender, and I'm just gonna go and dab this all over my face. I've not worn a liquid foundation in forever because I am obsessed with the Hourglass foundation, stick foundation, but this is feeling and looking pretty good so far. It's looking pretty good, I like it. So I'm now going to take in the Tarte Shape Tape in the color light medium, and I'm applying this with a brush. So I'm just going to draw some lines per usual, just kind of really get underneath the eye, really good. And again, just kind of applying it where I always like that concealer. And now with my Beauty Blender, I'm just going to go ahead and just pat this underneath. Come through concealer. Press, press, press. I'm going to take this little dual fiber brush and just kind of go between my brows. I'm now going to be doing a little baking with the Dermablend translucent powder. I have been really liking this one a lot, as I've told you guys before. So I'm going to dip my Beauty Blender into there, pick up a pretty good amount. Look how big Beauty Blender is this. Lord, give me a new one, please. So I'm just going to go directly underneath of my eyes. Just kind of bake towards the inner part of my nose, and then it's about right there. So I'm going to just go and just keep on applying that on. Do it down a little bit down the middle of my nose if I'm going to be doing, you know, that contour. And then on the tip of the nose as well. Alright, so while I bake and process all that, I'm going to finish up my under eyes. So I'm going to take in again the Plum palette from the Kat Von D, the colors that we first used. Going in first with that mauve tone. Start right in the middle of the eye and smoke it out. So now with this flat defining brush, I'm going to grab this dark burgundy plum color and apply that again directly over what I just did. Because we have a lot of black going on this eye, I do not want to add any more black shadow to the bottom of my eyes. I just can't handle all that. So I just want to really still create that dark effect, but not with the black shadow. I'm going to just connect this and create like a fake little, you know, a little wing. And then from there, I'm going to take in my Sephora waterproof eyeliner and apply this to the waterline. And I'm now going to take in the Maybelline Big Shot mascara and apply it to my bottom lashes as well. I'm going to grab this MAC Give Me Sun bronzer and apply this all over as my full face like bronzer slash contour. This just gives me the look that I've been in the sun, which is what I really, really like. Just gonna add just a little bit of contouring to the nose. Connected it to my brows and then working my way down and tip of my nose. And it does off the excess amount of powder. My nose contour needs to be hella blended. Totally forgot to record the highlight part. I don't know how that happened, but anyways, we're gonna glow to another dimension today. It's New Year's. You. By the way, this is my absolute favorite Laura Geller Gilded Honey. You guys know that I live in this highlight. It just makes everything just look so much better. Thank you, Laura Geller, for this beautiful color. Afterwards, spray load a Fix Plus onto there. So for the last few steps, I'm just gonna top off the inner part of my eyes. I'm gonna apply again the Laura Geller Gilded Honey and a little bit of Fix Plus on there with a round kind of brush. And what I'm just gonna do is simply apply it to this area right here. It's just gonna brighten it up, especially when you do a smoky eye. You wanna just bring a little bit of light back to that area. So just gonna be dabbing that on, kind of like that. And then again on this side. All right, so now that we applied a little bit of that on there, I'm gonna again put a little bit more Fix Plus onto the brush and I grab that glitter one more time, which was the Reflex Gold from MAC. I'm sorry, Reflex Pearl from MAC. And I'm just now going to go right in the center and just push it right in there. Alright guys, last but not least, it's time for the lips. So I'm gonna go probably with the nude just because it's more appropriate for this eye makeup. I don't want to do something too bold down here. So I'm gonna just quickly get a wipe and clean off all the foundation and dead skin cells. I'm gonna go with my stripped down lip pencil and I'm gonna be just lining up my lip. I used to wear this a lot back in the days and I still love it. It's still one of my classic favorite lip pencils. And I'm gonna top this off with the Colourpop She Bad Lippie Stick. I love that, Lippie Stick. These are just really gorgeous like lipstick colors. They're not liquid matte. Sometimes we need a break from that, you know, so I just really want a comfortable color tonight. And I'm just gonna top this off with the MAC Dreamlover lip gloss from the Mariah Carey collection. Gonna top this off with Fix Plus again. We do not want to move tonight. We just need to just stay. Alright guys, here goes. This is the final look for this New Year's Eve makeup. I hope you guys loved watching this tutorial, learned something new, and hopefully recreate this look in your own way. Just remember when I teach you guys the tutorials, I just want to teach you guys a technique. The colors are for inspiration, so if you guys decide to recreate this, you can do any color scheme that you want. Just enjoy it, have fun, and I hope that you guys loved it. With that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful and safe New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and I will see you guys in 2017.